It's Periscope. This is 10B of 16. This is the Brag Rights series, and I call it 10B because I'm continuing what I was talking about yesterday, which is that maybe you should be reaching higher than you've been told you're qualified for, or higher than you think you're qualified. So I said yesterday, and if you're watching this on YouTube, which we'll be putting up in before too very long in the future, I said yesterday, but let's say it's part 10 of this series. I told you that I was going to tell you a story today, a real story of somebody I worked with who did not believe he had the capability to go as far as he ultimately did. It was kind of an interesting story because this guy's name is David, and David came to me as a client, and we worked through his processes, and what it came down to was he did my accomplishments process, which is all about this promote concept about bragging right, bragging appropriately, bragging professionally, and let's take out bragging if you're not comfortable with that, and let's say communicating and informing your value to those who most matter, which of course is management. Dave came to me because he had received an indication that he might be moved out because he got a new boss, and his boss was younger than him, so he was a little concerned about that. Anyway, he came to me and we went through this process, which is you create a list of accomplishments. I require my clients, those people I work with, and this is in job search or on the job and seeking promotion, to create an inventory of their very best personal accomplishments, and that's what this whole series has been about. David prepared this list for me, and I looked at it, and I got to tell you, David did not have a lot of confidence. He was more than qualified. He was extremely talented and capable, but he didn't have that much self-confidence. So I had him prepare this list, and when he did this list for me, I looked at it, and I was blown away because I looked and I said, David, you should be the CEO of a company. I mean, the stuff he had done, and I'm not going to tell you because somebody listening, watching this might know him and might be able to connect and identify him. I don't want that to happen. But in looking at his accomplishments, I just said, you should be the CEO of a company. And like I told him, I said, I don't mean like American Express or Johnson & Johnson or some giant mega, global organization. But I said, you should be maybe $100 million company. That's a big deal, any way you put it. And he was looking at me kind of thinking about this. Well, long story short, we built a resume based on these accomplishments of his, and he is my benchmark client in the sense that he got 3 interviews, he got 3 offers. That rarely happens. Usually it's more like 1 offer, 1 interview, 1 offer, and you work it and you work it and work it until you get your next job. But the fact is, here's the thing that I want you to understand that was so important about this story and so important about David. David thought he was average. He thought he was average. He did not ever stop to look around and realize the company he worked with, his co-workers, were extremely above average. They were very talented professionals. It was a consulting company. I don't mind telling you that. But the point is, there was so much talent that he considered himself average. And like I said in the last post and yesterday, there's also the possibility that your immediate supervisor knows you're so good, knows you're so talented, they're trying to keep you down, because they want to keep you working for them. They don't want you leaving. And then the other piece is you might possibly become your manager's competition, their worst nightmare. So there's things to consider. So anyway, that's the story I wanted you to talk to you about right now, today. And I want you to know that you're a work in progress. I wish you the best. I want you to keep going. It's Friday, so this is going to be it for the week. I'm going to be back here Tuesday. I'll put up some new blog posts on Monday. Please go to Facebook, Rick Gillis Author. That's how you find me. Twitter, @RickGillis. Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, Amazon. I'm all over the place. Please find me. Please create a dialogue with me. I am very much appreciate your being here, and I appreciate your telling people about me and sharing. And Mary Rev, thanks for being here. I'll see you guys later. Periscope down. Let's get out of here. See ya.